standing out here like a beacon for race one. Gloomy conditions. All eyes on Sass Machine, drawn the inside. Pike's on board. Gate Spring Racing dug it up hard from the inside. Sass Machine came out very quickly and will lead easily. From on settling down, playing games, Soaring Solo and Ayumi from Bondi Plunge, Masamune, and also getting back in the field, Rommel's Goddess with Elite One settling down a complete last as they come along past the 650. Sass Machine steadies up and leads the way by 3/4, playing games, a length and a half to Soaring Solo. Ayumi is over on the outside, running fourth, a further 2.5 lengths. Bondi Plunge, who wanted to drop the bit there and had to be ridden along. Getting back, Rommel's Goddess, Elite One, well off them. Masamune dropping right out, went via the Cape into the straight. Sass Machine about to be called upon by Pike, led clearly down to the 200, snuck away 3 lengths, playing games. Here comes Elite One. It's charging down the outside. Sass Machine's getting very tired. Look at Elite One. Elite One going 3 to Sass Machine's 1. Sass Machine stopping. Elite One grabbed it. Elite One's come from last. It's been a big performance to cut Sass Machine down. Oh, what about that run of Masamune on the outside as well, after dropping out last and via the Cape has figured in a photo for third with Ayumi. That is a big black booker. Then Soaring Solo. They were followed further back by Rommel's Goddess, playing games, and back with it is Bondi Plunge, who hasn't run to expectation. Well, that's a huge win. A monster of a victory here by Elite One. The Deucimus 2-year-old. Holly Watson, Simon Miller. This has been a massive performance. Sass Machine gapped them, opened them right up at the top of the straight, and Elite One was back there. Masamune, there's another one to follow. Boy, oh boy. Lost touch with the field, hung terribly on the corner, and yet has charged down the outside to figure with Ayumi in the photo for third. It just misses out despite that. 58.31 is the time, and Elite One, the Deucimus debutant from Many Secrets for the Zito boys. The J&M Smash Repairs crew right on board here this afternoon, delighted as they should be with their partners, including Mrs. Ellen R.D. Sargent, BC Racing, and Madames Kerr, Debussy, Rogers Weir, Campiotto, Mayo, the Having a Spell group, and also the Derna Racing group, along with Miss S. Brown. And it's a long head 1 3/4 in 58.31 with a split of 34.62. Well, Sass Machine was nursed by Pike there, began brilliantly as it had done in its trials and raced 4 lengths in front. So this has made up 7 on it in the last 150. Been a phenomenal effort by Elite One, and has cut Sass Machine down in the absolute shadows of the post. And third Ayumi in front of Masamune. The runner-up, Sass Machine by Machino from There's None So Sassy, Dion Luciani, Willie Pike for Wally Daly, and Ayumi is by Real Steel from Vocalise. Mrs. J. Andrews, Johnny Jenny Mars, Nathan DJ Mars, Miss T.A. Mars, Dave Houston, Ryan Hopkinson, Mrs. F. Hopkinson, and trained by Trevor Andrews, written by Michael Poy, with Masamune fourth home. But there'll be some 2-year-olds to follow out of that race after the opening event. Race 2 is the Amelia Park Handicap over 1,000 metres, a pay 1-2 in the next at 12.49. Give me one reason they're going to try and ride midfield or back if possible. Let's go downstairs and undercover here with the rain falling today. Britt is down in and amongst those many happy connections of Elite One. It's been a heck of a performance.
Hasn't it ever, Darren? Simon Miller joins me now, and we are just undercover trying to dodge this rain. Let's move right out into the complete cover. Simon, tell us about this horse. What a debut.
Yeah, he's a beauty, Britt. First time we pulled the trigger on him at home, he just went bang, and it was like for a big horse. I was surprised how quick he was, but he came up with a bit of a rap, Sarah from the farm, just off the field she got. She said, "Oh, this guy's one." And then we worked him along with our better ones, and he was holding his own with them. And I suppose you grow in confidence when he works alongside Petula, and she took care of him Wednesday. He's high class, he's high end. And I just thought from the gate today, we're drawing awful. I'd rather miss and let him be smashing the line than thrust him forward and let him fatigue late. I'll back his ability, and I knew he'd hit the line, but on straightening, did you think he'd hit the win from there? Probably not.
You wouldn't be discouraged to think that you wouldn't be able to win from where he was when the leader had skipped clear. He still had an awful lot to make up on them. Holly Watson with a massive smile on her face. Tell us the story about calling her and saying, yep, you've got this right.
Yeah, well, she does a lot of work on him, and she'd been suspended, and it was her first day back riding. She didn't want to take too many rides. I think she had a good time on the holidays, and I must admit, Pat rang me bang on 3. He said, am I on the 2-year-old? And I said, no, Holly's on. He was breathing down her neck to get on it, so to get on him. But everyone that's ridden him knows he's got a V8 engine, so it's just really nice to see him go there and do it.
What about the commitment from this group of owners? The rain's pouring down and they're all out there to get that winning photo and lead him in.
Yeah, they are. So I suppose rain doesn't deter anyone when you win. So good luck to them. You and I will stand under here. But gee, it was a good ride. Like you watch the gates and he launched, and she probably could have pressed and been outside the leader. But we came up with a plan this morning just to let him find his feet. And I thought we might have been 3 wide somewhere, but she drifted back, cut the corner, and then wheeled out. So, gee, she's riding well, Hol.
She really is. On Wednesday, you spoke about Petula potentially not giving her too many more runs before heading to the paddock. What's your thoughts going forward with this boy?
I'll just see how he pulls up, and we'll come up with a plan of attack. I paid $80,000 for him for a Deucimus. He was a belter of a type, and I suppose that was enough for that breed at the time. And they're out now, aren't they, with the bonus scheme? So if he pulls up good, you'd love to go one more, and then he can play the carnival. But probably, I don't know what his pet distance will be. It looks like a big leggy miler, but he's got a turn of foot that suggests he'll be a sprinter. So I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Nice problem to be able to figure out. Well done.
Thanks, Brittany.
There is Simon Miller speaking about Elite One there, and it was an elite performance as well. Here's Holly Watson.
It certainly was, Holly. Wow, that was some sort of debut.
Yeah, it definitely was. We knew he had that motor underneath him. And I said to Simon, obviously, this morning, he said, how do you want to ride him? I said, I reckon we should try and ride him that little bit quieter just to teach him to hit the line, and God, he hit the line well.
What about in his trial? It looked like maybe when he hit the front, he wanted to float because you had to get into him, but it seemed as though there was still something to offer.
Yeah, it definitely was. When Chris come beside me in that trial, he actually found that bit more underneath his motor. So today, when we had, obviously, Pikey on the inside, we could chase him home.
Sounds like there was a bit of a competition too. Paddy ringing at 3 o'clock trying to snap the ride.
You get lost, Paddy. No, Paddy gets all the nice ones, so hopefully this one can stick with me.
Congratulations, well done, Hol.
Thanks, Scott.
There is Holly Watson, returns from suspension with a winner, Elite One. And, well, we can see why they were fighting for the ride, because he looks a very nice horse of the future. Elite One takes out race number 1 for a big group of very happy connections.